Hi, this is Joe Argis, and this is MUSEic Meeting in under 10 minutes for those who missed our November 25th meeting over at Makers Square. Our next event is on January 10th and 11th. That's about 5.5 weeks away or so. It's going to be again at the Museum of Discovery and Science in downtown Fort Lauderdale. This is where we had our last event back in August, and it went really, really well. We had about 16 exhibits there, and we were there for both days from noon to 4 during their Sounds of Summer event. This time, we're collaborating with Jack Trash of Makers Square. He's having an event there called Makers at Mods, and we've been invited to participate with him. A little background for everyone. What is MUSEic? The goal of MUSEic is to inspire the creativity inside a child. So we do this through creating interactive exhibits and showcasing a lot of the most modern equipment that's out there as far as being able to produce music electronically. CDJs, mixers, synthesizers, audio keyboards, turntables, industry standard speakers, electric drums, music producing software, fun stuff like Makey, other devices that are used in the electronic music entertainment industry. Pretty much anything we can get our hands on. Just a lot of really cool, neat stuff. Just to give them some play around it. And that in itself is just to plant some seeds and give them the confidence they need so later they can experiment. And they'll have an idea of what it is that they're capable of creating. We do this, like I said, through events, and we also have a mentorship program that we're developing. Now, we discussed some of the exhibits and some of the possibilities of things that we can create. Makey allows us to pretty much turn anything into an instrument. So we were thinking of turning the staircases in the museum into musical instruments. So while the kids go up the stairs, they can hear certain instruments playing. Also, another exhibit that we wanted to do was where we record different sounds from different children, and we can have them basically, like, one can beat a drum, and one can maybe blow on a flute real quick, and one can just make a noise. One can stomp their feet. And a producer will take each one of those clips and put them together, and they can create something so the kids can kind of see how they can create music. We just, like I said, want to show them what they can do. We're not necessarily expecting them to pick anything up or learn how to do stuff. It's just to create that excitement around it and start getting some ideas in their head. We have some committees that we could use some help with. Some of the committees that we're looking at are the Event Floor Plan Committee. The Event Floor Plan Committee will be in charge of deciding where each one of the exhibits will go for the event and developing the map for that. We also need a volunteer committee, which will be managing the volunteers, and we need the actual volunteers on that committee. The specific volunteers that will serve on that committee are people that will be part of the staff. So at the event itself, we'll need greeters, we'll need people working at the stations, people that will help the people setting up the stations, just to make sure everything moves smoothly and we can get out of there real quick too when it's over. And usually things go pretty good. As far as the exhibit supplies committee goes, these are people that help us get the things that we need. So if we need wires, these people will go out and get the wires for whoever it is that needs the wires. If we need paints for the record art exhibit that we do, where we have children paint on records, and what this does is it also shows them the original format in which music was actually being recorded on. A lot of these kids have never seen that, and we're giving them an opportunity to know because, stuff's on a cloud now. It's a completely different environment for them. So it's a neat thing, and we're taking something that would normally be considered trash, at least these records that we're using would be, and we're letting them make something out of it that's crafty and it's ready to hang with the hole on it and everything. Another committee that we have that's really, really important is the fundraiser committee. We need people who are good with counting in there, and we need people who are just good with asking for money in there. There's a lot of things that we need to pay for. A lot of the equipment that we use is lent to us by DJs or producers and other people who have the equipment that are able to provide that. Some of the other equipment that we need is we would like to have our own equipment, because the idea is in the long run to take this program into the schools. We need Macs, we need lots of Makeys, we need, again, just basic wiring, splitters. There's just so much that we could use, and we have two ways of asking for that. One is just asking the manufacturer to donate that directly. The other one is going to a sponsor. We could take a bowl of fruit and turn it into some kind of an organ. each one of the fruits become keys, and then we can go to like Del Monte and ask them for a donation to pay for everything that we need to create this exhibit. Another committee, which is extremely important, is the marketing committee. We need people who are specialists in social media, people who will also be able to help us get designs out there as far as flyers, get us T-shirts put together, also just emails, text messaging, distribution, everything that we can possibly do to let people know about it. This event will already be successful. I want to make sure you're clear on that. This is a special weekend for the museum. This is the Bank of America weekend. At our last event, we had 2,000 people in attendance. This weekend, everyone who has a Bank of America card also gets in for free. So that means that in addition to everybody who would normally go, there's also everybody who's going to go because they've got a free weekend to go. There's a few things about that. One is it's going to increase the amount of attendance. I wouldn't be surprised if we had about 3,000 or so there. The other advantage is that it's actually going to attract kids who couldn't normally afford to get to go because their parents can't afford it. So we're going to have kids who aren't normally at all exposed to any of these kind of things. And if any of these kids are turned on to music in any way, we have scholarships available, over $200,000 in scholarships for schools in the area that can teach them how to play instruments, teach them how to sing, teach them how to dance. Any child who is inspired by this event to a life of music is going to have an opportunity to learn whatever it is that they want. So that's why this is a really special event, and that's why I want to make sure as many kids and parents out there know about it. So we could really use your help, whether it's through the teachers in the schools that you might know, or whether it's through groups of parents that like to go out and are in the scene and want to share the thing that they love with their children, because what a beautiful thing that is when you get to do that. Other areas of marketing that we need are help with the website. We've got a great person that's been working on the site for us, Blake Harper, and we could use some help with taking pictures and putting them on the site. We could use help with people writing blogs. We can use help with somebody running our Instagram, help keeping our Facebook site active. There's a lot of areas that we can still use a lot of help with. So if you can get on that team and help us out, it's going to be really, really, really appreciated. We had a little bit of open discussion, and we just kind of, like I said, talked about some of the ideas of things that we could do during that time period. I showed a few video clips, and you can see a lot of the videos that were shown in the music group. And if you're seeing this video, you may already be in that group. If you're not, and you want to get involved, just message me on Facebook, Joe, J-O, Argiz, A-R-R-G-I-Z, and I'll get you in the group. Just let me know how you'd like to be a part of things. My phone number is 954-558-4232, and if you need to email me, my email is mojomiami@gmail.com. And I'd like to thank you for being a part of the music team. This only works together. This is a collaborative effort. That is the way this is designed to work. It's not designed to work with one person. It's designed to work as a team. Just like Christmas lights on a Christmas stand. It's not one of those lights lit up that makes a difference. It's when they all light up that makes it, really spectacular. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have an amazing, spectacular event. And thank you for being on board.